Hello all, welcome back again to channel Rendezvous with Dr. Pushpendu Rakshit. I hope the earlier videos have been quite useful to you. Now, welcome for proceeding with the next video. That is, we are we have seen earlier about in the last video, and we discussed in detail regarding financial crimes. And today we are taking it to the next step and we'll be discussing about forgery. What do we understand generally by a forgery? It can be any sort of an activity or event which may be based on copied, imitated, fake data, detail, or documents. Facts and figures are not correct in this case. Now, this is also a popular and a common type of crime which is getting committed. Counterfeit, which means fake, which means copying, imitating, forged currency notes, postage and revenue stamps, mark sheets, academic certificates, etc. are made by criminals using sophisticated computer printers and scanners as called as forgery. It is also known as uttering a false instrument. Types of forgery are archaeological forgery, where we could see data related to archaeological research, artifacts, monuments, or any new thing which is identified, or even somebody tries to copy and make a fake denotation for any historic product. Art forgery, where art or any sort of drawing or any sort of artistic things are copied by somebody else. Black propaganda, where somebody uses others' name in order to create misinformation or generate some sort of bad image for someone. Identity document forgery. Here we basically talk about impersonation, and in this case it is a forgery where we could see the documentation or the basic details of someone is forged, it is stolen, and this is how it's a common type of crime, and this is how most of the details when we are sharing on public platform, social platform, we need to be very cautious on cyberspace while doing it. So literary forgery. Now, literary means it is a literature review related to, we are having here talks related to your artifacts, I mean the educational artifacts, or we are talking about the research papers, we are talking about articles, journals, any content which is online. So about protecting all this, we'll be taking in detail in the next video, IPR, that is intellectual property right, which will come in the series again. And in that we'll talk in detail about different aspects of same. The most common forgery is signature. And when we talk about this, it is understood that either, I would not again say that everybody did, but somehow the other time we did it either copying the signature of a parent when a school meeting was there, or sometime we kept unwell, or when in going to classes or tuition, if the signature was required, then we have tried to write a letter and then copy the forge the signature. All that we have must have done when we were innocent, but it is coming under crime. So we are not allowed to copy anything from anyone. Plagiarism is not at all allowed. So we need to be very, sensible while getting or imitating someone. So patent, copyright, all these things will be discussed in the series. And tips for your signature, so that somebody doesn't copy it. It is very important. Many people make a very small, simple signature. It is easily copied, and some are so complex it is very difficult to copy and imitate. What are the tips? Make sure your signature is complex enough. Ensure that it is produced fastly and fluidity before the ink dries. You have to complete it. Try to be consistent when you are giving your signature. Don't make it a carbon copy each time, but keeping it generally similar each time is the key. exposure of a genuine fake document is also a tough process. Such a fake is legitimate document. It will pass any test of forgery. To detect such fakes, it is required to carry a background check on the individual in question to confirm the rightfulness of the document's information. Many times people try to provide wrong information whenever they want to apply for any sort of service from any company or opening an account. So there needs to be a personal background checking for everything without just relying on the documents that are getting shared for the purpose. Some illustration, like we have on October 1995, Economic Offense Wing of Crime Branch, Mumbai, India, seized over 22 counterfeit share certificates of highly reputed companies worth rupees 34.47 crores. These are alleged preparing using desktop publishing system. Next, we are having that is on 2004, Abdul Karim Telgi, along with seven others, was convicted in India on several counts of counterfeiting stamp papers, which was one of the famous cases of that era, and postage stamps totaling several billion rupees. Illustration 3, Patnair Flight 394. A chartered flight was crashed in 1989, killing all 55 people on board. It was caused by counterfeiting aircraft parts. So here we see not only the cyber world faces the problem, that's why we have kept like even any sort of data, any sort of document, any sort of part, any sort of entity, whenever it is falsified or it is fake, it may cause a severe damage. The Chhattisgarh police arrested a 54-year-old man in connection with a land-related forgery case to the tune of around rupees 1 crore at Raipur, Chhattisgarh in India on February 2020. So many cases we could see, we could understand, we could evidence related to forgery. And I would suggest that we should not somehow get, anyway into the clutch of forgery, and neither we should try to do some sort of case ever of this type. So this is coming under IPC as well as the IT Acts, Information Technology Act 2000 amended 2008. So further discussions we'll be doing definitely on this in our upcoming videos in the series. So in this video, we generally could see that what is forgery and what are the impacts of forgery. We discussed about why not to do a forgery, and also we saw some examples. So thank you all, thank you a lot for watching the video. Keep liking, sharing and subscribing, and hit the bell icon. Keep us watching, keep us subscribing, and promotion is also very important, so help us to grow. Thanks a lot.